Governor, thank you very much, and to all who are here. First of all, I want to commend peaceful protesters because protesting is the foundation of our democracy. Protesting desegregated schools, protesting allow people to be able to have entree into public accommodations. So protest is as generic to America as our democracy is. I think that when we have the type of protests where we have violence, to me, it tells that we have a broken system. When we think about protests, I think about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I think about his four-step process in dealing with injustice. First, he says that we have to research and find out what is the problem. Let's make sure we know what the problem is. And we know the problem is today is the many atrocities that have been perpetrated toward African American men by law enforcement. Not all law enforcement, but that is a problem. That is a concern today. And so you research that and say, yes, it's a concern. Secondly, you go to the authorities and you have a conversation with the authorities about it. And so apparently, if you can't have that conversation, then you go to protest. So I think if we take a step backwards, what we have to do is open up some channels to these voices in our community. Because we cannot tolerate this type of rioting. I recall some of the aftermath of the rioting after the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in 1968. Some community was devastated. They lost the only store they had available to them. They lost resources that they never, ever were able to recapture. So we must do it peacefully. Protest is a peaceful movement. But the reason we have protests because people feel that they are locked out. No one is listening to them. I think our challenge in South Carolina is to let people know that we have open doors. We have open channels that we can communicate. Again, I think it's evident by our governor who assembled us together to reach out to the community.